Hey everybody, my name is Daniel Troutman, and today we're having an open and frank conversation about my gas. Hey everybody, my name is Daniel Troutman with thesmashcake.com, and I want to thank you guys for enduring that fart joke in the beginning. I apologize. I'm a guy. That's what we do. Now today I do want to talk about gas, specifically helium. So first of all, let's talk about your gas. Where do you get it? Now if you were like me, way back in the day when I actually had hair, I used to go to like Hobby Lobby, Target, or Walmart, or whatever, and I would pick up those little pink disposable helium canisters. I believe Balloon Time puts them out. Now those canisters, they ran about $25 to $30, $40 if you buy the larger one. But basically they broke down to about $1 per balloon. Now you can imagine if you're building a balloon garland or trying to fill a set entirely up with balloons, how expensive that's going to get. And for most of us, that $1 balloon threshold is a little prohibitive. So I went out and I pretty much got tired of being mugged every time I wanted helium. So I went out and I went on a search for where I could find cheaper helium. And I searched everywhere, and I kept coming up with that $1 per balloon kind of threshold. Sometimes it was 90 cents, sometimes it was $1.10, but at the end of the day it averaged out to be $1 everywhere I went. And I, being that I am a big strapping guy, the answer should have been built into my DNA. It's one of those guy things that all guys know except for this guy right here. And of course I'm talking about the fact that you can go to a welding supply store and source your helium. Who knew, right? I'm not Bob the Builder, I am not Handy Manny, I don't know these things, it's not hardwired into my DNA, but apparently every guy on the planet knows that a welding supply store is where you can get giant tanks like this. Now this guy, we have dubbed him El Jefe, and to give you guys kind of an idea of how big Mr. Jefe here is, I'm 6'5". That's a big tank. That is a huge tank, and out of this tank we get about 600 balloons. 600. Now the tank costs us about $200 to $250 every time we fill this tank, and there is a monthly rental fee on the tank. I think it's $5. But anyway, it averages out to be about 30 cents per balloon. Think about that. That's a heck of a lot cheaper, especially if you're building a balloon garland, if you're filling a set entirely up with balloons, or if you just want to sit around and talk like one of the chipmunks all day. This is the cheapest way to do it. Now the joy of getting a tank like this is not only are you going to get to meet your welding supply guy, right? Ours just happens to be the mayor. He's a sweetheart and we love him. You're going to meet some interesting folks, but you are also going to be not putting those little pink tanks into the landfill. You're saving the local dumps from having to dispose of millions of little tanks every year. Okay, maybe not millions, but you get my drift. So yeah, you just rent the tank and it is refillable. Now the thing we love here at the Cake Smash, or the Smash Cake, however you want to say it, is that we never run out of helium. We never run out. That was the most frustrating thing. You'd show up at a local park with one of those little pink tanks and you'd start filling up balloons, and about halfway through, guess what happened? You're out of gas. And that means you've got to make some compromises on set, and I am not a big fan of compromises. So I have turned to my best friend El Jefe. Now you don't necessarily need to buy the, 4.5 foot tall tank, or 5 foot tall tank. You don't need one this big. You can get the smaller tanks, but just know that there's going to be a small $5 to $10 rental fee associated with each tank you get. So keep that in mind when you're trying to, keep cost in mind. So for me, this guy makes sense. Every time we go to an event and we show off our artwork, El Jefe comes with us, and not only does he fill up balloons for our Cake Smash sessions, but we take him on set at these festivals and we hand out balloons to everybody. And nothing gets a parent's attention like when you hand their child a balloon. The kid, you have to sit there and you have to tie the knot around their wrist and take your time, and the whole time you're doing that, mom and dad are looking at your artwork. So it's a great way to break the ice at these local events. It's a great way to save money on helium when it comes to your Cake Smash sessions, and it is a great way to, prank call call your friends, suck a little helium, and go nuts on the phone. It's fantastic. So I don't recommend that. You will lose brain cells and possibly die. So don't suck the helium. But if you did, it'd be super cheap thanks to this guy. So I'm Daniel with the smashcake.com. I want to thank you guys again for watching this video. Please do not suck helium, because I do not want to be responsible for that. And if you guys want any more tips and tricks on how to make your smash cake sessions better, pop on over to the smashcake.com, and there we have a lot of DIY tutorials, as well as places where you can pick up supplies and all sorts of wonderful photography gear. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm an idiot. That's too much fun.